It involves the entire U.S. intelligence community, FBI, CIA, and justice. It's incredible. Cover-up had little to do with Watergate. It was mainly to protect the covert operations. It leads everywhere. Get out your notebook. There's more. Your lives are in danger.
Wow. You know, it's so gripping watching that just for a few seconds. That, of course, is a character that was later to be revealed as Mark Felt, the FBI official who helped Woodward and Bernstein, also known as Deep Throat, break the Watergate story. John Friedman, you're here to talk to us about the 40th anniversary of that story and the Washington Post's involvement in that story and the future and past of journalism. It doesn't happen like that, by the way. Having done it for a long time, it's never that easy as it looks on film. You spent time on the subject and at the party.
Yeah.
What'd you learn?
The other night, the Washington Post threw a 40th anniversary commemoration, including a lot of dignitaries, including Woodward and Bernstein in person, and Ben Bradley, the editor of the Washington Post at the time. And I found out that these guys really did work. I mean, we really take it for granted how hard these young guys, they were 29 years old or so at the time of the break-in, and they worked their tails off, and they knocked on doors and did old-fashioned reporting. And today, it's not the same, I don't think.
No, I totally agree with you, and I talked to a lot of people about that. It's so easy to look on the internet and do Google searches and spend time on Twitter, but if it's on the internet, John, it is already known. It seems that a lot of people have lost the art of actually connecting to people and getting confidence and learning information that matters.
Well, it's too easy for a lot of people nowadays. You don't teach them at Columbia or Northwestern or Stanford or Berkeley the art of knocking on doors and being a police reporter where you literally put together the story piece by piece, not just the finishing touches of the great scandal story. I mean, you've done that kind of work before. You know how it is. You got to do it piece by piece and start at one point and go slowly.
It's amazing how a scandal brought down a U.S. president, of course.
Well, he was corrupt to begin with, and as I said in that clip, it was the operations before Watergate that really did him in. Watergate itself was a technicality. He lost control of himself as a lawyer, but before that they were doing all kinds of operations all over the country before Watergate that were terrible too.
Right. What was the mood like at that party, John?
Festive. It was one night they forgot their troubles at the Washington Post. They're having a hard time right now, but they were very festive and very congratulatory of themselves, and they should be.
Can a Watergate-like scandal be reported and dug out today, John?
No. It's not the same way. People don't want to work that hard anymore. I'm afraid.